So these following sketches are going to try and show motion with um, waving hands or wagging tails um, using lines only. Starting off with the sketch of the dog. Since the focus will be on the tail, I've chosen to make the dog face behind us, so it's a little bit clear as to which part of the body we're supposed to be focusing on. Even though I'm drawing these fairly loosely, I do try to be very as accurate as I possibly can with all the lines that I draw. So one of the things I would do to show motion is to actually treat that part of the body that I want to show motion almost like a animation, wherein I would draw the beginning of the motion, the height, or the middle of the motion as an in-between, as well as the end or the follow-through of the motion. It's important that one of these drawings is drawn more boldly than the other two to suggest that it is the real one, and the other two drawings are more like after shadows. To further support the illusion of movement in the line drawing, I added a couple of lines that show the direction of the movement. This second sketch is of a female waving her arms. I tend to draw on somewhat grayed out backgrounds just because the white hurts my eyes after a while, especially if I'm working on something for a long term. For the hands, I actually use myself as a reference. I use the photo booth application on the Mac to take photos of myself, of my hand, just to have a good reference for it. Hand was slightly too big. I'm not going to draw the face in detail just so that our focus stays on the part we want to look at, which is the arms and hand. Quick duplication, adjustments, making sure that one of them is drawn more boldly to show that it's the real one. The other two are more like after shadows, after effects, and then the two lines on top to show the direction of the movement. It's important that the lines, those motion lines, are drawn on top and not next to the arm on the side, because it's a looping motion going back and forth. If you were to put those lines on the side, right on the side of the arm, then it'll look like the arm is just moving in that direction, only in that one direction only, and not back and forth the way like it should be. I'm doing another example of a dog this time with a longer hair. Trying to make sure the anatomy is correct, even though it's being covered by all that hair. It's important that when you draw the different versions of the tail going in the different directions, that the hair also complies with that direction to further support the motion. And then once again, making sure one of those tails is more bold to signify that it's the real tail, and the other two are more like after shadows. I'm adding some gray bars and placing it behind those sketches to further define the silhouette of the dog as well as the person. And spending a little time on presentation goes a long way as well.